started talking to other people, and some of my guitar teachers who I'd had at the music place. One of them was a alumni from Berkeley, and so I started talking to him, and I was just really interested. So in my junior year of summer, right after my junior year, I took a trip up to Berkeley and just loved it. Stayed for 5 weeks, did a kind of a mock class schedule thing, and it was really nice. So I decided to come, and this was it was the only college that I applied for. If I wasn't going to get in here, I was just going to keep applying till I got here because I knew that this was the place. It's a great place for a blind person because everything's walking. Berkeley's in the center of everything, and so it was perfect. So it just kind of fit in with my life schedule, I guess. And that's pretty much how I became blind and kind of grew through my hobbies.
I love my mom so much. She is the best. She is kind. I love you in my heart. She loves me so much.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time.
I first started getting into music at a really young age, but didn't actually start playing seriously until I was around 11 or 12. My dad discovered when I was young, around 4 years old, that I had perfect pitch. my parents had a tough time with me as a kid because they would always buy me these toys that were battery operated, and the pitch would go flat, but they didn't realize that the pitch would go flat on these toys, and so I wasn't old enough to talk yet, and so I would get like really frustrated, and I would start like crying after having the toy for a while, and I would throw it down and never use it again. Well, finally, after I got old enough to where I was communicating and things, my dad was like, why is he doing this? So he took me out on the porch and he thought to himself that I might have perfect pitch. So he sat me down on the porch and showed me all the chords on the guitar. And it was funny, I don't really remember much of it, but the story goes that as soon as he told me all the chords, he was like, okay, what's this chord? And he would play something for me and I would name it back instantly. And so from then on, it was just kind of common knowledge for me that I had perfect pitch, and I knew it, and I knew every note, and that was cool. That was cool. I started discovering classical music sometime around age 10, 11. I was in 4th grade. Had a great music teacher that introduced us to Bach and Mozart and Haydn and Beethoven and some of the great composers that we all admire to this day.
So I guess I really like help from the public to help me, because my dream was to go to school and achieve my goal. I went to school and I really want to work. I really want to work with kids. It has been my dream for a long time. I have 3 kids of my own. They're 9, 6, and 2.5, and I really want to work and provide for them, and I am asking a public assistant to give me a chance to prove my uniqueness with the kids, and I have a lot to offer. If somebody, an employer, or somebody would just give me a chance to show what I learned to the kids, because I really, it has been my dream to work with the kids.
For me, blindness is an obstacle, but it's not really anything that causes me any serious problems other than maybe, you know, getting around a little bit, you know. It's a little bit of a challenge, but it's not too big of a deal. I try not to let my blindness get in the way of my life. I try to be as independent as I possibly can be, and I try to do everything that I know that my sighted counterparts would do as well.